would like to begin a discussion and debate on the merits of conservatism versus liberalism. I can speak on conservatism all day long. It's who I am. But liberals have some valid points to make. It's good to care for the poor and to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. It's good to demonstrate compassion and be a help to those in need. Liberals have great ideals and a vision to come together to solve all of our social ills. Truthfully, some of the problems are so large we need to come together. And that is where government comes in. Unfortunately, forming social programs to solve social problems requires funding from taxpayers. Even still, there are noble purposes, and some smaller countries have been very successful in the implementation of social programs. However, this is America, a country abounding with great freedoms that is often used for greed and corruption. So the questions that need to be asked are these. 1. Is it possible for the government to run programs effectively and efficiently? 2. How does government programs fare compared to private social programs? Can we look at this from a historical perspective? What does history have to say? Our conservative approach might include private institutions of learning, food pantries, homeless shelters, pro-life programs. Liberals could include public schools, ACORN, welfare, HUD, even Planned Parenthood. Let's try to compare two opposing sides. Planned Parenthood would fall under the liberal program, right? Most know the goals and mission, but do you know how much money it takes to run this entity? On average, about $330 million comes from the U.S. taxpayer every year. They receive another $400 million from abortion services, and if you add in various foundation grants, the total comes to a very tidy sum of $1 billion per year. They are a huge lobbying group, employing large salaried lawyers and administrators and directors. Now contrast that very liberal organization with pro-life groups, their counterparts. Estimates on the cost to operate pro-life centers are hard to gauge because they are all grassroots organizations from all over the country, and they receive no federal aid of any kind. The employees are all volunteers, and most of the directors work without a salary. They function to provide lower-income women with information and counseling regarding their babies they carry, and are ready to provide the new mom with an assortment of resources and baby items any mom would require. Isn't it interesting that even with all the lobbying, campaigning, and legal assistance provided Planned Parenthood, the sentiments in this country towards abortion is split down the middle? Is it safe to conclude that money doesn't fix problems, whether it's public school, welfare, or housing? Money, our money, does not solve problems. If the money were left in the hands of citizens, we could conclude that they could do a better job ensuring the needs of society. Money produces greed and corruption. We have seen that with Medicaid, food stamps, even Katrina. I can very much appreciate the mindset of liberals and their heart to make a difference, but it ends there. Government has always been very wasteful and inefficient. That's just history. Conservatives, on the other hand, stretch a dollar further than anyone I've seen. Well, real conservatives, that is. We've seen it work. We've seen government fail over and over again. Want to be one of the million points of light? Want to make a difference in the life of someone? Then just get out there and do it yourself.